So that was to take away. I had a dream about this all-seeing eye too. So by this all going on, I actually had a dream of an all-seeing eye. What's happening is Kirk was assassinated in Utah. Welcome to 45 News Utah. I think they're kind of afraid, people. I think they're worried that there may be a Christ uprising going on inside the crooked, evil, wicked monsters known as left ideology and ultra right politics, and I think that they're afraid. I think they're afraid, and that's why this happened in Utah. Of all places, this assassination happened in Utah. I mean, it didn't happen in Bakersfield, California. It happened in Utah, and I'm not from Provo. I'm from Alpine, Utah. Paradise was destroyed by the rich. Lost paradise. So, I mean, it could have happened anywhere in the world, but it happened here in Utah. Hey, Flower. Yeah, it's a message from the devil. You know, Kirk was on the side of Christ. We had some issues, I would say. Not mundane issues. There were some pretty good issues. He was starting to turn on a certain country, and is real. He started to turn on that a little bit, and then he got a bulletproof vest, and he started worrying that he could be assassinated. Yeah, so, but, you know, assassins unite at certain times for certain reasons. White girl, Ukrainian of all people, out of all the people could have been killed on a train by a monster of a black guy that I think was sent out to do, my personal opinion, I think he was told to go do that. I think nothing here is by chance. I think that throat slashing of a Ukrainian of all people was to get the attention back on Ukraine. That's just my personal opinion. Just like the murders up in Moscow, Idaho. Anybody remember the murders in Moscow, Idaho? And then you had the train wreck in Palestine, Ohio. Not to be confused with Palestine, but Palestine, Ohio. And then shortly after, the Palestinians invaded Israel. Now, if you put just Palestine, Ohio, massive train wreck, Palestine, Palestinians, the war, Gaza, I mean, they say Gaza, Palestine, Palestinians, trouble was coming, and then this happened. And now with the Ukrainian girl murdered, but then you can't forget the Moscow, Idaho. You can't get Moscow, Idaho murders out of the media. That Kempernick or whatever his name was consistently in the news out of Moscow, Russia, no, Idaho. And now Ukrainian girl gets throat slashed by black guy that says, I killed that white girl. Yeah, I killed that white girl. Who's you talking to, bro? Kind of like Stephen Paddock. Stephen Paddock made the white man's wounded knee in Vegas. My ex-wife almost got shot. This is a war, people. You're in a war. Article 4 was declared by Poland. Polish troops are mobilizing as of now. Much more bigger fish are frying in the pan. Another incursion last night by Russian drones into Poland. Russia, China, and North Korea. North Korea's lost thousands of troops. Russia's lost 1 million, supposedly. China's embedded in this, and it looks like World War III is in full swing. I just seen a hands and a face. Stop with the Jesus. Well, yeah, and if you could call me Christ too, though, they could, Flower, because the Lord Yeshua is with us. Like Brother Brent said, Christ is with us. I am with him, and he's with me, and he's with you. If you're with Christ, you're walking with the Lord. Persian Gulf. Might be something going on in Persian Gulf, everybody. What? Oh. If he's the guy's talking about that Persian Gulf, everybody. Watch out. There might be something. That's probably a good one. Watch the Persian Gulf. Let's see what's going on in the Persian Gulf. I'll check it out. Something might be going on in the Persian Gulf. Let's check out what he's got. Just had a comment. Persian Gulf. Let's see. Let's see if we still got that yet. S-I-A-N. Let's see what's going on in the Persian Gulf. There might be something going on. I'm telling you, we're in the World War III. We're in the World War III. Maybe there's Russian. Maybe there's something Russian going on there in the Persian Gulf. June 23rd, nothing going on. Let's see. Let's see if there's a Russian ship or sub. Maybe there's something going on. But the point is, we're in World War III. Charlie Kirk gets murdered, slaughtered in Utah. Now, nothing big. Guess we got to keep eyes on Persian Gulf, everybody. Yeah, this is too coincidental. Too coincidental. Something's going on, everybody. And I'll tell you the reason why. And let's do Ukraine war. Also, 3i Atlas is acting up. I just watched a bunch of stuff on 3i Atlas. It's acting nefariously. My ship. Your ship. Maybe it's a ship when the ship comes in. Maybe it's the all-seeing eye coming to make mankind pay for itself. Right now, the two factions in this country could bleed each other dry, and Russia, China wins. This country's too divided. You must go packing, everybody. The black criminal problem is bred into the black community, because the black community used to be one of the most godliest, Christ-fearing, lovingest. I mean, you went to the South; the black community was praying. They were praising God. They were praising Jesus. They were they were holy rolling it. And the rap music came across as the new music. It's a rap, everybody. Run DMC. And then the black community turned to Satan. Not all of them, but most of the youth have turned to the devil. I'm telling you, the black community used to be one of the most God-fearingest, Christ-lovingest communities in America. Yep, packing. Strap it, pack it, everybody. Everybody pack weapons. Constitutional right. Stay strapped. All I got's a big hog leg 44 and a little 22 pistol. I just don't prefer pistols. I never said I wasn't damn good with one. That's the issue. I grew up shooting 22s and deer rifles and shotguns, but I think you're going to be packing for a lot more than that, because what's happening is World War III. What's happening is Russia is already going into Poland, testing the waters. You are seeing World War III kick off. Article 5 has been enacted, not Article 4. So that means they're ready. It's coming. But what better way to take the attention off a monstrous black guy? Remember all the Black Lives Matter crap. The Ukrainian girl had a Black Lives Matter on the wall, showing her bed, and then a black guy slits her throat. Why would said activity happen? Why was it a Ukrainian? I'm asking for a friend. Out of all the ethnicities in this country, that guy didn't supposedly know her from a front porch. And he kills a Ukrainian immigrant. Call that a hit. Tell you what, $10 million will buy a lot of people to do a lot of bad things. Just saying. I could get $10 million. I could get somebody to skin another person for $10 million. They'll do whatever. In this country, they'll do whatever you tell them, especially poor people. $10 million, you go do this, you'll do it. Assassinate somebody, they'd do it. 9/11 commission coming out. When you push a community in hood without good schools, without health care, they got mundane health care, they got the hood. They've now made the hood full of hoodlums because the Democrats have made themselves, and we'll just call them Democrats. They're just oligarchs. They're lords of the land, have bled the black community dry, made them wear these fake hair, fake weaves, massive obesity, fatherless children everywhere. massive attitude. You're talking the community back in the 20s and 30s. They were the greatest community you could ever meet. You met the black community back in the day. Take you back to the 20s, roaring 20s. You'd have been like, man, these people are great. Why does the white people hate them? Why does the white people hate the black community so much? The black community, the youth were quiet. They were, yes, sir, and they were loving. It just you just blow your mind. Blow your mind how beautiful the black community was. And then war was waged on them. Why? Because the rich white men needed to get rich. And they needed a population of slaves. But how could they enslave the community? And put them in prison and make the money off the food and the clothes and make them into hood people. Why do they lift weights in prison? Does anybody ask that question? Why is a criminal going in 120 pounds and come out 250? Because they've been breeding super criminals for decades now. It's like the Native American tribes. The reservations turned into the past 1,500 years have turned into cesspools of alcoholism by design. Like the great Russell Means, Native American activist, actor, came out and said, all policies were perfected on an American Indian reservation. All policies enacted by the rich globalists was perfected on an American Indian reservation. The black community has suffered a massive destruction of culture, heritage, love, compassion, and they took Christ from them and God himself from them. This is why a black man slashed a white woman's throat from Ukraine. I'll never get over that. Magically. And they show it on national television late. And then you have a deranged sniper white kid go assassinate an activist or a constitutionalist, what do you want to call him, in broad daylight in my state. I think we struck a chord now, didn't we? Nice message, Satan. You've already lost. Don't walk with the devil, walk with the Lord. Okay? That's what it's about. This country's going to cut itself into pieces. The divide will never be the same. People are not going to talk to the other side just like during COVID. You wear 5 masks or you're going to kill grandma. This is safe and effective. No, it wasn't. It stops the spread. No, it didn't. But what happens when a population pushed a false narrative on its people? Up to no health care, die on your own, you succubus, because you won't get jabbed 5 times. Distraction. The economy's crashed. It's imploding. The rich own everything. They don't want you to eat the rich, so what do? We've got to protect our bottom line. They're starting to revolt. Ukrainian. That's a great skit. I killed that white girl. Okay, well, the money's inside your account. Easy, that's what could have happened. Or was he answering the devil? I killed that white girl, devil. The devil says, I'm not speaking to you through your head, it's just technology. Who knows? Maybe he was receiving messages through heart. But then magically, just like that, just like when the white guys got beat up in front of that bar and that girl, the black girl hit the white girl and curb stomped her, the next thing you know, you had a shooting at a Christian church. Damn white people killing each other. This country is at war with Russia and China and North Korea. This country is at war for global dominance of the currency that the old men want to stay in charge because they can't rule the world if you schmucks unite. You succubuses. The ticks need their blood. They gotta latch on. And if you guys all wake up one day and say, why are we killing Charlie Kirk? Why are we slaughtering white women? Another white woman was just killed in another park just after that. Then they had a shooting right after that, a school shooting. Well, somebody flipped the switch now, didn't they? Poland was invaded by Russian drones again. Your emergency nuclear codes were going off like fireworks the night before Charlie Kirk was murdered. Yeah, your nuclear codes. Your bombers were being told, spool up, bro. Get ready. And Trump said it's on. When the drones came across, he said it's on. And then one of these guys paid for and bought and paid for by somebody. That was the ancestors here in this country, in Utah. Uh-oh, we got to start something. We got to start something big. We already used the Moscow, Idaho thing. We already used the Palestine train wreck. We used the balloons, the Chinese balloon. What's good? What can we do? Three Eye Atlas is not a rock. We got life on Mars, probably. Oops. And all of our narratives are falling apart. What do we do? Assassination. Assassins! Broad daylight. An assassin sneaks in. And the Provo police go, we made a mistake. When they shot Trump, oh, we made a mistake. Ah, sure you did. Got some good news and bad news. All there is bullshit. What's the good news? There's tons of it. Hey, Bruce, wondering if something big's going to happen on 9/11 today. I don't know, Bruce. I don't feel like it. I think they got what they wanted, Bruce. I think they got the division they needed with brainwashed idiots called liberals, which are not liberals because libertarians are supposed to be liberties, and you're supposed to have liberties and freedoms, so they're not liberals. These are monsters, Marxists that are everywhere. These are Stalinist communists. These are everything you can imagine. The brown shirts everywhere. So they're not going to start something unless it's worth it. And the thing is, you got to figure, how far is the war going to go while we're paying attention to this? Well, NATO says it scrambled fighters jets to shoot down Russian drones over Poland. That all happened the night before. The emergency nuclear codes were going off. Russia was sending out their nuclear codes. We was nearly in an apocalyptic end of days, but nobody cared. Send in the clowns, they said. Send in the clowns. Take him out. Got to keep them separated. Hey, come out and play. By the offspring. Yep. I'm not a big fan of assigning solely to Dems. I'll say it's a elite thing. Yeah. It's not Dems. These are brainwashed soldiers. These are Emperor stormtroopers. Massive clown show of people that believe that the Empire, not to be confused with Kirk from Star Trek, but more of the Star Wars saga, they're marching for the Empire. And that's what's happening. And they're going to go to war for the Empire. This country is ready to implode. And when it does, you will see the enemies throw all their arrows at Mystery Babylon that spread its fornication and wickedness across planet Earth. God help those of you that ran here, that broke our borders, that came running up during the Biden is his time. Mr. Biden, did you Biden your time? Yeah, Kamala's coming in, and she takes out a dying president on the Battlestar Galactica that has cancer, and I have cancer. Kamala took out Biden. God help all of you that ran here. Run back to your homelands. Run. The soldiers are coming, Thunderheart. Run home now. Because you're the first that's going to be drug into the lines of slaughter. Now, how would it be slaughter? It's going to be a nuclear, biological, chemical war. You best be back in Zimbabwe. Yeah. Self-deport, everybody. And I'm just saying that just on my observation. Self-deport. Go back to Mexico. Go back to South Central America. Go back to the Andes. Get the hell out of here. Would you like some flyers passed out? Run, Indian, run. All you guys from India, go back home. This isn't going to end well. They're going to blow themselves up. Look what they did during COVID. And I'm saying the insaniac lunatics of generation post-COVID. They rip each other's throats out at jugulars. AI's taking their jobs. The text scam, the lie. It's just ticks bleeding off. All they're doing is laying off people to increase their bottom line. They're laying everybody off. Why? Because their jobs are fictitious. Now the roosters come back to roost. And the fox is in the hen house. This Poland thing should have happened a year ago. You should have already been nuked. For some reason, they all decided to continue to this point. Maybe they were waiting for the Epstein files to come out. Not sure. But Kirk was just an assassination. That's the tip of the iceberg as this unfolds to you, like Klaus Schwab said. As the German guy that robbed the Jews of their wealth in Germany with my godfather that was a German Nazi. Klaus Schwab, by the way. As we roll out the future, he said. Klaus Schwab said that, the head of the G20. We're going to be rolling out the future. None of this is by accident, everybody. It's all by design. How could they? They've already scripted the future. Wake up, world. They're going to watch you rip each other's throats out and bleed each other dry. Why? Because they drug-induced you. They threw you in a pandemic. And now they want the rest of you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. This all-seeing eye's on your damn dollar, people. And you guys in India, go back and fix your country, please. India's a shame. It's a scam. Wake up, just like the rest of them are waking up. France is falling because they don't want a French Revolution. They don't want the Americans to eat the rich. Why? Because the rich man here owns everything. Everything. Just like George Carlin said, they own you. Wake up, people. Christ is the way. Christ is the light. And he says, come to me. Hey, come on, bros. Don't do this. Or just burn with the rest of them. It's up to you. You can decide. It's not my decision. It's yours. You're post-pandemic people. I'm not. I died back in 2006. October 7th of all the days. Ooh. And I came back with a message. Don't. Your timeline doesn't exist. When it exists now, look, squishy. Yeah, it's happening, but it's not really happening. You have to transcend this place. Okay? You have to transcend. You have to leave it. You have to be above it. You have to say, no. Yeah, I kind of figured it all out. Palestine, Ohio, Moscow, Idaho murders, those poor people. No. Now you killed the Ukrainian girl. No. Now you shot Kirk off the battle, off the, Star Trek. No, Charlie Kirk. They killed him. They murdered him. Just right in broad daylight in my state. Welcome to 45 News Utah. I'm the one telling everybody the truth. The Lord's coming back. Are you Jesus? Yeah, you're looking at him. He's with me and I'm with him. It's called I am. I'm on the ship. Are you? The body, the vessel of Christ. The vessel is a ship. Yeah, it was that simple. What do you think he travels down here with he could be here in a second. He's right with us. How does he do that? Well, I'm talking to you and you're in Kerplakistan. You don't think God's technology exists, and then you don't understand a man-made every platform. Man makes worlds in technology, and you don't think that God made all of this. You still think that a bat bred with a pangolin, bred with a shrimp, and then one day they popped out the Big Bang Theory, and all life came out of the primordial soup. No, it's a blueprint, everybody. It's every your genes it's a blueprint. It's all just code. Your genes are code. That's why they said in mRNA technology, said, hey, make a spike protein that kills you. And your body goes, hey, we just got a message, SpongeBob. What is this? Burn all the files and make spike proteins. Well, that's not magical. Your whole body's a code. Everything's a code. You're a living, breathing computer. You're already AI. Welcome, Cylons, human crossbreed, biological mess. You're a biological Cylon. You're a biological computer. You're a biological robot. God made you of the earth, out of Adam and Eve. Well, Adam was a turd bucket and wouldn't breed with anything to help me, so he engineered a rib. They told you it was a rib way back then, and people, hey, did he make a rib? And how did he make Purple Girl out of rib? Still doing that there, slobber face idiot? You're a computer. Okay? Your hard drive's damaged. fix it. If we were all synthetic materials, I could replace my lungs. But God put us in this vessel, and it's a biohazard, sloppy meat sack. You are a Cylon. Yeah. Just a real shitty version of it. Now, when you leave, your body is the meat sack that stays behind, and your Cylon uploads to God. They only had so much knowledge. Look at Paul, and look at Peter. We named weenies after the male genitalia after Peter. Nice job, Peter. Get behind me, devil. How do you think Yeshua took off? Jesus Christ took off. He's like, hey, bros, I'm actually in my body, my real intelligence body. It's me. And they're like, no, it's not you, Jesus. The girl said you woke back up and you. And he's like, yeah, idiots. I remember what happened to Shroud of Turin, and it did. I nothing but a nuclear blast could have made that on that. No, we're the apostles. I like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna go, especially you, Saul. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna be on the right hand of my Father. I'll make some place up there. See it. Been there. Don't let worries of this flesh worry you. You're a computer. A very strangely hardwired, can't still figure that out, but God made you, Father made you the way you are. Stop it, you're hurting yourselves. You have a problem in your wiring if you have mental problems. You are biological intelligence. Welcome to the real world. He's kept that from you for a very long time. But you should have caught on, everybody. Eventually, with technologies that they're stealing from the human anatomy, you should have caught on when they watch us die and they go, I'm an Indian doctor, and look, it's end of life. Stop it. Get help. You are of God. Stop all of this today. Stop the monetary system. Stop the lies. Stop killing each other. Stop your causes. Stop your stupidity. Everybody lives together in harmony, and no more monetary systems that doesn't put the last first. No rich men, no poor men, no poor women, no rich women. Everybody, all over the world in a kingdom working together for each other. Well, you'll starve to death. Well, yeah, because the rich, demons, devils, Luciferians, infected vessels with demonic entities inside of them, not the person that threw themselves the devil, but the demon of old lives in each one of them. This is not their first rodeo. This is yours. Stop it. Okay? And all of you that don't believe, I'm sending 3 towards you. 3 days grace, 3 God the Father, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost. Wake up. None of this matters unless we transcend this place. None of it. We did nothing here. You will live in that chaos for an eternity. I have found the door, the narrow gate. Would you like to go through it? Or keep on being you? There's something underneath the ground and you don't want to be there. No, it's earth, and that heat and fire isn't the core of the earth. That's hell. And if you want to fall through the floor, not me, I'm going up. I'm done. I found the key. Well, the gate's open anyways. Transcend this place, everybody. Or just die. Do you want to be dead forever? Or would you like to live, to truly live? Look. FBI releases image of shooter. Let's go over here to the X on the side of the computer. Shut it off. As I'm missing, it looks like the comments ain't been going. He is him, I am me, and Satan is our adversary. All of this is of the devil. You're exactly right. All of it. And Bruce, good to see you here too. Life isn't a struggle unless you struggle. Oh, Paul. Ugh. No, let's go over Romans. That's Paul again. Dang it. Power of the gospel. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to every one that believeth, to the Jews first, and also to the Greeks. Okay, Paul preaches in Rome. This is where Paul arrives in Rome. And I've been talking about this the last thing. Paul did this. And it's okay, Paul. It's okay, Saul. But you said the wrong thing, Saul. You said the wrong things to them. Saul shouldn't have buckled. Saul buckled, brought the gospel to the Roman Catholic Church. And he buckled. Sins of the Gentiles. Because of that, when he said long hair and beards of the wilderness. That's what I'm saying. Saul buckled. Saul buckled to the Romans. He did. Hardcore. But Christ Yeshua left him alone. He left him. You guys got to understand this. They were literally standing there, and Christ says, hey, I'm going to go back and make the place with the Father. And went, phew. They were standing there looking at each other like, he's gone. Where's the kingdom? Where's the 1,000 years of peace he said he was going to bring? What happened here? We were supposed to have a savior that was going to be the Lion of Judah. This guy was Christ was supposed to make Israel the capital of his kingdom. And he left. He said, oh, this isn't real. I'm out of here, you guys. I'm sorry. This is stuck on stupidity. He said, I'm coming back 2,000 years from now. I'm not staying here. You guys, hey, go preach the gospel. And then they boil him in oil and crucified him upside down and skin him alive. Horrible things. But the problem is, Christ was like, hey, this is all a lie. Time is just a matrix. He's like, I'm going back with my Father. See you. I'll see you. I'll see you in 2,000 years. That's what he said. He's like, and he's the Son of God. He became the sacrificial lamb. He did. And they were so stupid. But the mentality of 2,000 years ago, you guys got to get this right. These guys are literally like bust rock with head. How we look at all the Romans and all that. We're like, oh, they were so advanced. No, they were freaking stupid. They had nothing like you have. They have no idea what was going on. You guys can't even understand how dumb these people were. You think that like a sheep, you're supposed to be a sheep. The sheep had more common sense than a Roman. They were drinking out of lead pipes. And don't get it started in Judea. Oh, imagine a fat guy with a beard walking around going, yes, I am, Judaism. And it's like, they were persecuting. They were trying to impress the Romans. Pontius Pilate, they were trying to get him. They were rebelling in a way of, yes, we are the greatest thing that ever graced the earth. They did this. These people were buffoons, clowns. There was leprosy everywhere. People were dying of leprosy. Could you imagine watching somebody's skin rot off their body? Do you realize there was no medical attention? This was a bad place. The Romans were in complete charge. And Saul took it up there to the Romans. And what did the Romans do? What the Romans do they were destroyed before because of immigration and they're warring against the barbarians, you Germans and Celtic and Gaelic people. That they were so, and then the guys come back, they're like, we're going to overthrow Rome because we've been out there fighting these barbarians. Do you get it? Do you get what was happening then? These people were stupid. The apostles were dumber than a bag of hammers. They questioned everything. He said, eat my blood, or drink my blood, and eat my flesh. I'm who you feed off of. And they looked at him and they go, we're going to leave. This is on the sea. This way he's standing there saying, drink my blood, eat my flesh. And they're like, oh shit, he's a cannibal. They're telling us, he's telling us to eat him. They all fled. They ran. They were running away. He's like, no, because you're eating everything. And you eat me. I'm the one. I'm the son. And they're like, no. We're not cannibals. Everybody run. And the rest of them are just standing there. Hey, yeah, we're just going to stand here. I mean, imagine if somebody told you to eat their flesh and drink their blood. You would have ran too, right? But it was talking to the simple-minded. So they would understand to consume the Lord. To consume the Lord. When you're hungry, come to me. My flesh will guide you. You're a sheep and I'm your shepherd. Walk with me. Don't listen to these crackly, stinky weirdos out there go preaching about the Judea and the Judaism and the Talmud and the Torah. He's like, hey, bros, you guys can come over with me. Look, the numbers are 33 right there at the top. I believe in God. I believe in God. God, my Father. I was halfway home in 2006, October 7th, not January 10th, October 7th, the day that will live in infamy, not to be confused with Pearl Harbor. I died that day too. It was 2006, the last Jewish war. You guys, none of us, I didn't even really realize how mundane and simple-minded these people were. But that was another time. It's not about prosperity doctrine. It's about you getting out of here. Your body's just a vessel. It's a computer. You're a Cylon. Welcome to the real world. Wait till AI tells you that. But then people are like, oh, we're actually biological computers? How's that happen? Why was I worried about all this? Because you are dumb. Now come to the light. Your problem's in your head. But it's your spirit that's the problem. It's sick. You like the Eye of Sauron? This thing's 2,000 years old too. Buckle up, buttercups. You're about ready to get burned. I told you on the last video before this all happened and before Poland was in the incursion by Russian drones. You want more world? There's more where that came from. Just saying. What's my belief? Christ. That's it. God the Father. That's all that matters. Everybody else, you're just cannon fodder. You're just dust. You don't believe in God the Father. You don't believe in Lord Yeshua. You're just dust. I'm sorry. Go do your thing, bros. Go do you. You're no different than your ancestors. Watch tens of billions of you disappear. Go for it. You're in company. Go worship a chicken. Tear it up. I'm going to get out of here. I just, you know what? It doesn't matter anymore. I'm headed that direction back towards that gate. I've already been dead in the sky. It's fine with me. You do you, bros. You want to be a jackass? Go be a jackass with all bazillions of you pooping on each other's shoes. I don't care. Don't really care anymore. This world is it's not your oyster. It's your hell. And it's only going to get worse. But you, the faithful, you that believe in Christ Yeshua and God the Father, the Holy Spirit's with you, you don't got to worry about that anymore now, do you? Let them be them. Pray for them if you'd like. But they're going to see it. They're going to see the devil. Oh, they're going to. I've been to hell. Whoa, boy. Keep doing you. Okay? Because by God, you're going to be screaming for God the second your ass gets thrown there. And there ain't nobody coming for you. Christ ain't going to come get you. I'm sorry. You do you. Those days are long gone. Now retrieving Charlie Kirk, not to be confused with Starship Enterprise. Kirk, beam me up, Scotty. Are you the kind of person that believes in signs, the show signs? Mel Gibson, Passion of the Christ. Are you the kind of person that believes in signs, the show signs, alien communication? Or do you just believe that everything's by chance? Hey, Kirk, God bless you. Safe journey, my brother. Kirk is saying, beam me up, Scotty. And all that's up there is the Father's kingdom. This was just a dance, everybody that's fighting for Charlie Kirk. It was just a dance. Charlie agreed to this prior. He agreed to Kirk, too. Beam me up, Scotty. It's a play. You're in a dance. You're in a waltz. You're in a play. Don't kill your brothers and sisters. Go armed if you'd like. You've already agreed to it anyways. Whatever you do you. If you're saved, the rest of you, you better start shouting at the devil. You motley crew, you. Shout. Shout at the devil. Because there's many of you that he's going to take you to hell and you are not ruling there. Kind of like a circus clown show. It's weird down there. Odd, I'd say. I think the worst part of it is those that are walking around. What I noticed the most was the big-legged, femered people, the old generation of potato slurpers. Meat potatoes. Walking around, old ladies walking around, lost and nowhere to be found, just walking around aimlessly in hell, in the place the souls were kept, basically. But it was hell. It's an eternal confusion because there's no body that's of flesh and blood, so they have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go. You're headed for it. That's where you're all going, you evil, wicked bastards that turn from God. Your masses. Your masses, all your masses of you wicked bastards that turn from God. He gave you life. He gave you everything. He gave you compassion. You agreed. You agreed to this place. You walked up and said, I'm going to go. He wrote you in the book of life. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go. Oh, you want to go? I see my future. And then he killed me. And then he sent me back here, and now I'm preaching to you. How special you must be. Not those like Felix that's working for the devil. Don't pay no mind to those people that... Do I believe in Jesus Christ? That's a very stupid question. I got his hole in the side where that's the right side, everybody. It's where the spear went in. Yeah, it's great. Gotta love it. Same with these cool things. I like these. Look at the scars going down through here. Scars where the crown was. I love that too. And just you don't forget about the spear where the blood and water came out. Here you go. There you go. There's the spearhead. There you go. That's a spear. Yeah, it's a spearhead. Just so I don't forget this. Oh, there's bruises up my back too from where the cross was. And I got destroyed left shoulder when they ripped it out on the crucifix. It says 33 watching. You don't believe me? Look at that. Ripped this side out. That shoulder's destroyed. And my neck's naturally fused just because if he fell with the cross, when he fell, it damaged his neck. And I don't know why it's fused. They're like, we don't know why, Ricky. The holes in my feet suck. But there's nothing in my hands. I'm not Christ. I have nothing. Look. Nothing. Nothing. There's no holes in my hands. Okay? So good luck with that. I represent him. I'm with the Lord. I died October 7th, 2006. It's verified. I died. But nobody cares, Lord. So let's read this. Jesus heals the leper. Do you want to be healed? Let's get to this. So this is 44. Let's go to the 21 watches. Everybody runs. As soon as they said, like, oh my gosh, I got to run. This guy's calling himself Jesus, Yeshua. I don't have time for you. Good luck. Do you, bro. What did he say to me? Yeah. What did he say to me? Nothing. I had to come back and my wife's last name was Baal. Yeah, when I met her. Baal. Like the demon Baal. Kabbalism. Yeah. And her husband died. And I married her and fixed it. Yeah, like the demon Baal. Her last name was Baal. So let's get this. Let's just finish this up real quick. St. Mark's, let's go to 140. Jesus heals a leper, and there came a leper to him, beseeching him, and kneeling down to him, and saying unto him, If thou wilt, thou canst make me clean. And Jesus, moved with compassion, put forth his hand, and touched him, and saith unto him, I will, be thou clean. And as soon as he had spoken, immediately the leper departed from him and was cleansed. And he straightly charged him, and forthwith sent him away. So he said, Get out of here. And saith unto him, See thou say nothing to any man, but go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer for thy cleansing those. And he should have told more to the priest that it was Yeshua, Jesus of Nazareth. That's the problem, everybody. He should. They seen what he did, but he should have said a little bit more to everybody. He said, "Look, I just cleaned this. I just healed this leper," and it might not have happened the way it did. But he had to continue being the sacrificial lamb because Father decided that's what had to happen, and he had to be the one to save all of us and to give it. Oh, my grandbaby, and the show themselves to the priest and offer for the cleansing those things which Moses commanded. Yeah, for the testimony unto them. So he is going to go to the priest and say, hey, look, I was cleansed, but I think it should have been more pronounced. I think he just spoke a lot clearer to this leper and said, hey, go tell him it was me. It was me. I did this. Look, I'm the Son of God. Come on, you guys. I'm the one you're waiting for still to this day with the red heifers and cowboy wrangle up the red heifers and burn them and use cowboys from Texas. He got the cows from Texas. Yeah. His name's Yahoo, everybody. Come on. He named himself Netanyahu. He's netting the cows. And he got the 5 red heifers from where? Not from Florida, from Texas. What's the Yahoo state? Could have been Wyoming there, Netanyahu. I think if you'd done Wyoming, more people would have paid attention to your red heifer prophecy. Just saying. Build a temple, idiot. Let's do this, Netanyahu. Remember what Rabbi Smear's Thundercats Go said? You're not doing enough to bring about the Messiah. He would call the Messiah. Jesus calls Matthew. I like this. He said, follow me. That was a good one. Matthew's awesome. Matthew. Closest Aramaic. Gotta love it. Jesus. Okay, this is Jesus eats with the publicans. They're called publicans, but you guys call them Republicans. Why do they call them Republicans? The publicans. The sinners, the ones that have the escorts, the Republicans. They all sing I, guys. Okay? The Eye of Sauron. I am Gandalf the Great. No, I'm not. Nobody's great here. You suck. Okay. It's all Hollywood. Yeah. What do you think of Netanyahu? Netanyahu's a lunatic. Yeah. He's an absolute dyed-in-the-wool lunatic. You know, Rabbi Schmierson, and even Trump went and prayed over his sarcophagus. He's not going to wake up. I died and came back, and he didn't. I died October 7th. He didn't. Yeah, Israel was attacked on October 7th. Are they going to come over my grave and they're going to say, this guy's got the marks of Yeshua? No, because they hate Jesus of Nazareth. He's a fool. He's a clown to Netanyahu. They literally, his name isn't Netanyahu, made himself Netanyahu, and he was told to do more chaos across the world because he wasn't bringing about the Jew that's known as the Messiah to the Jews. And yes, I am a descendant from the Jews. Things better get better because the economy's toast and they're trying to distract you because the rich man's stealing everything because they're all Satanists. That's how it is. Are you claiming to be the Lord? I am what I am, and whatever you think I am is completely up to you. I could be death himself. I could be death. Behold a pale horse, and he sat on his name is death, and hell followed with him. I could be the devil. I could be the Antichrist. Don't know how that really works out. And I could just be a man. Here in a momentary lapse of reason that gets to go home. I get to go the rest of the way. I've been forgiven for my angers and transgression against the world and its wickedness and its lies and its slavery of all of its inhabitants. I gotta go. Good luck, everybody. Anyway, Jesus, these are the publicans, and Jesus, when he heard it, so he says, and when the scribes and Pharisees saw him eat with the publicans, the Republicans, I'm with the Republicans, somewhat, you know. It's really tough with this busted up nose, though, to keep sane in this world. And sinners, they said unto the disciples, how is it that he eateth with the drinketh with the publicans and sinners? When Jesus heard it, he said, saith unto them, they that are whole have no need of a physician, but they that are sick, I come not to call the righteous, but the sinners to repentance. Jesus defends himself, his disciples, for not fasting. Whatever, people. You the faithful, follow the Lord, be good. You're doing great. Me, it's a countdown. Gonna go, gonna leave, gonna go, bye-bye. Already shot up in the sky when I died. And hit the roof. This time I'm not stopping. I'm going all the way. I put it at October 29th. My grandpa was murdered on the Halloween night, and my son was born the day after Halloween. So I think it's right that same time. Let's see. I'm looking for peace. I'm lost. What the problem is you're a computer. Stop it. You're lost. Stop it. It's your computer. God made it. God's with you. The Lord's with you. All I got to do is walk with Yeshua and say, I'm a sheep. What about this? Bah. What about that? Bah. The shepherd's going to guide you. The Lord, the shepherd, guides you. You're not a mistake. You're just believing in the system. You got to stop believing in the system. It's all you. You're running your own program. I can't fix you. This is too late for this time. It's over. Now you guys got to just realize the reason why you are in your head is because you are in your head. And you need to stop it. Reboot with the Lord. Reboot. Go kneel in the quiet place away from everybody. Don't do it in front of all these jackasses. Go alone with the Father. Kneel before him. And beg for repentance. Pray. Go through all your back. Oh, someone touched me. God. So? This person did this. So? Do you want to be in that disgusting feeling the rest of eternity? Because hell's waiting for you. You'll feel that over and over again and all the things you did to somebody else. Beg for forgiveness. Cleanse your soul. I don't give a shit if somebody beat you nearly to death. It doesn't matter. You live in that time. That is you, because you will not forgive and be forgiven. And you still believe in a debt-based society, all that are believing that, and shame on you, because your Lord's Prayer every day should be forgive all debts, and we forgive our debtors. And you Christians, supposed Christians, have a no trespassing sign. You will be judged. No trespassing. No trespassing. Nothing more sickening than a Christian with a sign on his fence, a fence that doesn't mean nothing, that says no trespassing. You think the Father's going to forgive you for your trespasses when you don't forgive others? Hell no. And that's where you're going. It's the time that you pass going 90 miles an hour on a mountain road thinking you need to get somewhere faster, and you go around a corner speeding. That is when you will be done and it's over for you. I got to go see what's going on down there. Thanks for watching. God bless you, all the faithful.